Ah, McDonald's. The golden arches. A symbol of capitalism so pure, it can clog your arteries and your moral compass at the same time. It's not just fast food, it's fast money. A global empire built on salt, sugar, and slogans that promise happiness in a paper bag. And then someone thought, hey, what if we made people gamble for their fries? That's when the McDonald's Monopoly game was born. A marketing genius that turned customers into players, players into addicts, and fries into lottery tickets. Think about it. They took a board game about ruthless property acquisition and turned it into a promotional campaign for hamburgers. The irony is so thick, you could spread it on a Big Mac. You'd collect stickers from your burgers, drinks, and fries. Park Place, Boardwalk, free fries, the works. Collect the right combination, and you could win big. Cash, cars, vacations, even $1 million. It was brilliant. It made people believe they could get rich by eating more burgers. Ah, America, where you can supersize your cholesterol and your dreams. But here's the thing about dreams, someone's always gaming the system. Now, let's rewind to the 1990s. McDonald's was running this Monopoly promotion year after year. Sales were booming. Excitement was high, and every few months some lucky winner got to stand on stage with a giant check, confetti, and a heart full of sodium. Everything looked perfect. The American dream, served with a side of fries. And that's when we come in. Because behind every feel-good marketing story, there's a banker, a middleman, a handler of secrets and temptation. In this story, that man was Jerome Jacobson. Not a banker, technically, but oh, he thought like one. Jacobson was head of security at a company called Simon Marketing, the agency McDonald's hired to manage their Monopoly promotions. His job? Simple. Protect the integrity of the game. Guard the winning pieces. Make sure nobody cheated. You can already see where this is going. It's like hiring a fox to guard the henhouse, then acting surprised when you're missing chickens. Imagine trusting one man with the golden tickets, and that man realizing he could keep one for himself. Jacobson's job gave him access to every high-value game piece, the $1 million winners, the cars, the vacations, all sealed in confidential envelopes, ready to be shipped to McDonald's packaging plants around the country. But Jacobson? He found a better use for them. He started stealing them. Quietly, cleverly, replacing real winners with fakes and handing out the real ones to people he knew for a cut. At first, it was small, a few pieces here and there. He'd give one to a friend, maybe a family member. They'd claim the prize and kick him back a little under the table. Just a taste, a proof of concept. But greed. Oh, greed scales faster than any franchise. Soon, he built a whole network. Cousins, ex-girlfriends, drug dealers, strip club owners, you name it. If you wanted to win McDonald's Monopoly, you didn't need luck. You just needed Jerome's number. The operation became sophisticated. Jerome would meet his winners in airport bathrooms, casino parking lots, anywhere cameras couldn't follow. He'd hand over the winning piece, collect his down payment, and wait for the rest after they claimed the prize. It was organized crime, but with Happy Meal toys instead of heroin. By the late 90 seconds, Jacobson had stolen more than $24 million in prizes. Every single winner on national TV, every smiling face holding a check was a fraud, a fake, a carefully chosen player in a rigged game. Think about that. All those commercials. I never thought it could happen to me. All lies. Beautiful, profitable lies. And McDonald's had no idea. They kept running commercials, selling fries and dreams. While Jerome's underground empire turned fast food into fast cash, you might think, How could a billion-dollar corporation not notice? Simple. They were too busy counting profits to count winners. The scam worked because nobody asked questions because everyone was winning. McDonald's got record sales, customers got false hope, and Jerome got rich. It was a perfect capitalist symbiosis. But here's where it gets philosophical. Was Jerome really the villain? Or was he just playing the game better than everyone else? After all, McDonald's was selling an illusion, a 1 in a million chance wrapped in grease paper. Jerome just made the illusion more selective. But greed, it always grows sloppy. And eventually, someone talks. In this case, it started with an anonymous tip in 2000. A mysterious call to the FBI. Something's wrong with the McDonald's game, they said. All the big winners are connected. The Bureau didn't believe it at first. A burger promotion fraud case? What's next? Insider trading on Happy Meals. But when they looked closer, the pattern was too neat, too perfect, too human. Every big winner was either related to or connected with the same circle of people, all traced back to Jerome Jacobson. The FBI started connecting dots. Winners in Jacksonville, Rhode Island, South Carolina, all somehow knew each other. It was like looking at a spider web, with Jerome sitting fat and happy in the center. Now, the FBI could have just arrested him. But where's the fun in that? No, they went full Hollywood. They ran a sting operation. They called it Operation Final Answer. And it was delicious. Agents posed as a film crew from McDonald's corporate, pretending to film promotional interviews with winners. They'd show up with cameras, lights, and fake enthusiasm while secretly gathering evidence. Imagine it. A guy holding a fake $1 million check, smiling for the camera, telling his lucky story, while FBI agents behind the lens already know he's going to jail. The irony was beautiful. These people had spent years perfecting their winner stories, and now they got to perform one last time for an audience that knew every word was a lie. Poetic. By the time they arrested Jerome, they had everything: names, phone calls, records, bank accounts. In total, 53 people were indicted. Winners, recruiters, relatives, even random strangers who'd been paid to play the part. The Monopoly game was over. Now here's where the story gets really interesting. McDonald's wasn't the criminal. They were the victim. But when the public heard the words McDonald's Monopoly fraud, guess what they thought? Scandal, corruption, corporate greed. It didn't matter that McDonald's was technically innocent. In the court of public opinion, a billion-dollar company and the word fraud fit together too perfectly to ignore. The damage was done. The golden arches were a little less shiny. So McDonald's did what every smart corporation does after a scandal. They spun it into a marketing opportunity. They announced a brand new round of giveaways, $10 million in instant prizes as a thank you to their loyal customers. A brilliant PR move. While the FBI made arrests, McDonald's handed out free fries and cash, and America forgave them faster than you can say McFlurry. After all, who can stay mad at a clown? Jerome Jacobson, meanwhile, was sentenced to just over 3 years in prison. Most of his co-conspirators served less. A few paid fines, a few got probation, and after all that, the scam barely made a dent in McDonald's profits. The company survived, the customers kept eating, and the Monopoly game? It came back. Of course it did. You can't kill a marketing idea that makes billions even if it once got hijacked by the mob. Now, you might think this story is about crime. It's not. It's about human nature. Jerome Jacobson didn't invent greed. He just followed the manual. He saw a system built on illusion and decided to play it better than the rest. That's capitalism in a nutshell. Or in this case, a Happy Meal box. You see, the McDonald's Monopoly game wasn't the problem. It was the perfect metaphor. A company selling you a 1 in a million dream, knowing you'll keep buying until you think it's your turn to win. And in a way, Jerome just made the illusion more honest. He didn't rig the system, he revealed it. The game was always rigged, just not in the way we thought. Now, let's talk about the psychology. Why did people believe it for so long? Because people want to believe that luck can save them. That the next burger, the next purchase, the next deal could change everything. That's why lotteries work. That's why casinos work. That's why we work. We sell hope and call it opportunity. McDonald's called it a game. We call it an economy. And the players, they never stop lining up. Even after the scandal broke, people still played the next time. Because deep down, we don't care if the game is fair. We just want to believe we might win. When the FBI story broke, the media called it the biggest fast food fraud in history. They made documentaries, podcasts, even an HBO miniseries. People were fascinated not by the money, but by the absurdity. How something so ridiculous, a sticker on a French fry box, could turn into a multi-million-dollar crime ring. But me? I wasn't surprised at all. That's how greed always starts, with something small. A temptation, a loophole, a thought that says, no one will notice. Then one day, you're running an empire, built entirely on illusion, and you don't even realize it's crumbling because you've convinced yourself it's real. The McDonald's monopoly scam wasn't a glitch in capitalism, it was a mirror. It showed us how easy it is to cheat a system built on belief and how much we want to be cheated as long as we get fries with it. Because that's the secret. Nobody really wants the truth. They just want their turn to win. And that's what Jerome Jacobson sold. He didn't sell tickets. He sold turns. Every winner he chose felt lucky. Every player who lost thought next time would be theirs. And McDonald's laughed all the way to the bank. Either way, they won. So, what's the moral of this greasy little fable? That the line between marketing and manipulation is thinner than a slice of American cheese. That the smartest criminals don't break systems, they follow the rules better than anyone else. And that, in a world built on fries, fortune, and faith, the real game is knowing it's all a game. We sold you burgers, we sold you dreams, and when one man hacked the system, you called it fraud. But the truth? He just played capitalism with extra cheese. Now that's what I call a happy meal. And the best part? You're still playing. Right now, somewhere, someone's peeling a sticker, hoping today's their day, because we never learn. We never stop believing. And that, my friends, is why we always win.